Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Stereo Dread, powered by.
Dezombified.
Yes, that's right. With me is the ever so lovely Dominican dandy, Miss Stereo.
Hello. And with me is the Puerto Rican Prince of Poetry, Kenny Dreadful.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. So, I'm very excited. Thank you to everyone in the chat who's here. Red Kryptonite, Happy Trails Hiking, Dame Saturday, the Swedish Mom, hello. Karen, hello. Dustin Fleming, hello. Thank you for stopping by, Dusty. Gothic Rose, hey girl, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Otherworldly Things with Mike P is in the house, of course. Awesome. Did I say the Swedish Mom?
Maybe. I thought I heard you say her name.
Perhaps. If I didn't, she gets a second shout out. Nice. Who else is up in here? I gotta scroll all the way to the top.
Did you
Demented
say hi?
Centaur.
Yes.
Hello, Demented Centaur. And Karen. Hello, Karen. She is awesome. She's one of our mods. Anyway, we have a great show tonight. With us is a couple who have been, trailblazing in the genre of visiting haunted places. And they do it right here on YouTube. Their names are Sean and Marianne. And their show is Panicked Paranormal History. Very awesome show. I encourage everyone here after the show or maybe during to go just open their page and check it out. But we'll probably do that with their permission anyway. So without further ado, let's just introduce them. Sean and Marianne and Boris, how are you? Fantastic, brother. Thank you.
And hey, everybody, let us know in the chat if you can hear our guests, please. I want to make sure that you guys can hear them very well. They are awesome people. We were on their show actually last week, right, baby? No,
a few days ago.
Actually, it was a few days ago.
Yes,
My goodness, how
ago.
time escapes.
And I desire that everyone here, please, after the show, go check that video out.
Yes.
And gives it a thumbs up, please.
Yes. And subscribe to their channel if you're not already. If you guys want to know everything about the history of the haunted places that they have gone to.
Exactly. They have the answers.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Baby, so let's see here. I'll ask them the first question,
can
I?
Go ahead, my love. Do it.
Okay, great. Oh, okay. They said they don't hear you. You see, that's just why I was stalling.
Me or hear our guest? Who can you not hear? Me or your guest? Or
the guests. The guests. Okay.
Moderator, let us know in the chat.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because I really... Okay,
can't hear them.
Okay, them. Let's see here.
I do. Yes, I can hear you, Sean. Marianne, I can hear you slightly.
I have to talk louder? Yes. Oh my goodness.
Please. No, I said that. But now, can the people in the chat hear them?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I want to know. Can the people
Hello,
in
Dustin.
the chat...
Can you hear him? Can you hear our guest, please?
Oh, looks like somebody's at the door.
I'll be back, honey. You continue this. I got to get the door. Somebody's banging on the door.
Okay, great.
There we go. Now they hear us.
It's one of our kids, probably.
Okay.
They love to act as if they're, accompanied by an armada of soldiers. That's how our kids knock on the door. That's what they do. They couldn't text us. No. Heaven forbid they should text us. Heaven forbid. So great. I'm so glad you guys can hear everybody. And hopefully our echo does not get heard. Let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But anyway.
They're actually asking for it, though. They're saying
they were asking for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we have this thing.
Can you guys hear the frogs?
Yes, can you guys hear the frogs?
Those are frogs.
I think it's so soothing, though. Like the frogs and everything. I think it's amazing. Okay, Happy Trail says that the sound rocks now. Thank you, Happy Trails. And by the way, Happy Trails, you guys also have an awesome channel. But, we're going to talk about you guys when you come on our show. But in the meantime,
I'm back.
Yes.
From the banging door. Okay, so let's get this interview started. So tell me, Sean and Marianne, how long have you been doing this? Let the viewers know.
The paranormal or YouTube or both?
Let's start with the paranormal and then go to YouTube.
Paranormal 2010.
2010. We actually started the database panicd.com in 2010. And actually created our YouTube channel way back in 2010, but I never did anything with it. We had 22 subscribers until November of 2017. And that's when we started the series Our Haunted Travels. And that's what we're putting out on the YouTube channel now. And it covers the 277 locations we have been to out of the panicd.com database.
277? Are you kidding me?
Nope.
That is a lot of locations.
Yes.
And you said you have over 900?
There's 907 in the database, and we've been to 277 of them.
Wow, that is amazing.
So I have plenty of content to put out on our channel.
Oh, for sure.
He'll never run out.
I think we've only covered 57 of the 277 so far.
Wow.
And we're going to new ones. We're going to break 300 this summer.
That is great. So this summer, what are the remaining places you'll be hitting up for the website?
Well, we want to go back to Fall River, and this time we're going to drive. So from Northeast Ohio out to around you guys, we're going to try to hit as many places as we can. Our destination is actually places where Lizzie Borden was at. Whether they're paranormal or not, that'll go with our Lizzie Borden series to cover those locations. So, but there are several haunted locations between here or there. So,
Yes.
we have to plot that trip out yet, and we're gonna be leaving here in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Or a week, couple weeks. I don't know. We haven't planned it out yet. We're off. We're just gonna get lost and find a bunch of haunted locations. So,
Honey, do you have a question for Sean and Marianne?
Well, now the YouTube thing. Did we actually mention that?
Yes.
Okay, we did. I thought we were just talking about the locations or how long they've been doing this, the paranormal.
Yes.
But I got distracted with the chat as always because I'm a blabbermouth. So, how did y'all meet? Was it paranormal?
each other?
We met at.
You can tell that story. Can we get gory on here, because it was gory?
Yeah. How far can we go?
Right ahead. We're gonna put it on only to be only for mature audiences.
I'm a biology teacher, and so one of my children at school brought me a dead deer head and legs in a bag one day.
Wow.
That they had, gone hunting, and they're like, "Hey, I know you're gonna like this thing," so they brought that to me. The guidance counselors were like, "Are you sure? Like, this is okay? Like, do you need us to call someone?" I'm like, "No, this is great," But anyhow, so during the school day, I did some, showing off of the item to the children, and showed them how to do some dissection techniques and so forth. I'm gonna get that. Sean's gonna pick up from the story.
I wasn't paying attention to you.
She was saying the
Did she
story
talk about the deer?
Yes.
Okay. So my office I'm the technology coordinator for the school district, same school district. And my office was across the hall from hers. So one night I was working late. She was working late. We kind of met each other at work, short answer. But one night I'm walking by her room, and here she's down on the floor carving up this deer head. She was skinning it, okay?
Wow, yeah.
to try to save the pieces parts. Go ahead. Who was that? Was that a protocol?
That's your sister. You have to call her when you're done.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, so I did you tell him that I came to get you? Or you came
I
to
said
get
I
me
was
for
walking
help?
by.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And you yelled out.
Yeah.
You needed
so
help.
there's not many people that hang out until 5:30 after school when school gets out at 2:30. So there were very few people in the building besides the custodial staff and myself. So this guy just happened to be here hanging out, and I'm like, hey, my hair's falling down. I'm a little bloody. Any chance you can fix my hair for me so it's not dangling in the blood? And he did. And then my computer amazingly was broken a lot, I guess, after that.
Constantly.
Wow.
Constantly had to go and work.
I didn't notice that there were problems with it, but it needed fixed a lot, I guess. So that's how we met.
How convenient.
Yeah.
What a story. Wow.
And that's when he knew he had to marry
That story was
that
actually
woman.
told at our wedding.
It was.
Oh.
Yeah, that was one of the speeches at our wedding.
Yeah, the best man said that when he went home and told him about this girl that he was claiming a dead deer in a classroom, he knew that there was something there.
Yeah.
How romantic.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's not an echo, is it?
Uh-oh, I heard an echo.
Happy Trails Hiking has something to say. Woohoo! Can't wait until September.
What's happening in September?
Panicked.
Oh my goodness.
There's talk that there might be a meetup here in Ohio in September. Ooh.
We might get together with
It's gonna be like a
Yeah, it might be
convention,
some
like a
YouTubers coming up.
gathering.
No, it might be just like going to one of these cabins by these noisy frogs and hanging out for the weekend. We'll see what happens.
The noisy frog.
I can't wait until they start letting off fireworks around here, because then these frogs are gonna shut up. But
for a
They're
week
gonna
or
crawl
so.
back into their
Yeah.
holes,
that's right.
Oh my
swim back into the
goodness.
swamps.
Yeah, she's trying to get us to go out to where she's at too. So someday it's gonna happen.
And where is she at again? Did you mention?
She is in Missouri.
St. Louis, right outside of St. Louis.
St. Louis, nice. Have you been to, I know you're gonna do most of the United States, but have you thought about going to across country if you do all the locations here? Would you go to
If I have-
Canada or
if-
something, or go to
If I have time left in my life, maybe. There's so many in the United States, in territories, but I don't know. The older that you get, the more you want to go south, the warmer weather. So we've been down to the Caribbean and Puerto Rico and places around there.
Ooh.
I'd like to get to the UK at some point.
That sounds
We'll see.
exciting. The UK, huh?
And I've been over to Russia and Lithuania, Latvia. Made a couple stop offs in Sweden and things like that. But I've done the out of country things a little bit. Obviously, I've been to Canada as well.
Yeah. Alaska.
My little neighbor there. I've been up to Alaska. That's part of U.S. though, so that doesn't count as going other places. But
Okay.
Yeah.
For anyone here that might be new to Panicked Paranormal History, Sean and Marianne, can you please explain to them about Boris behind you? Because I'm pretty sure
I don't
they're
know if he's
wondering.
awake tonight.
I think he's somewhat asleep.
I don't think
Mom,
he's awake
I
tonight.
actually had a question. Where in Sweden was I? I was actually only in the airport in Sweden, but I did go.
Did leave the airport.
No, but I did go around in Finland. I went to Helsinki, Finland.
Ooh.
But in Sweden, I was literally just in the airport.
Okay, so Boris, Marianne mentioned that she is a biology teacher.
Okay.
So when we decided, if you watch some of our earlier videos, we actually started working the channel in our haunted travels off of our dining room table.
That's right.
And then we got to the point okay, we're going to stick with this project. And we decided to take this bedroom and make it our studio. So this was, Marianne called it her dead things room.
That's right, because I have a bunch of
There's all
dead things
kinds
in
of
here.
fossils and all kinds of other stuff in here. And this skeleton was actually in here. Marianne had this. And we were putting stuff away, moving stuff around, packing stuff up. And I said, wait a minute, that might be kind of cool to be a backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
And Marion's like, well, we can't just have a skeleton on there. That don't make sense. So we put it out on our Twitter. Actually, we didn't have the Facebook group at the time.
Right.
And we said, this is going to be our mascot. And we gave 4 names. I think Boris, Vincent, I forget the other ones. But like the old time, horror movie names.
Yeah.
Boris was one of them. Pick a name. And our fans picked Boris. And I have a condition. That's not a diagnosed thing. It's just something since I've been working in technology forever. I read a lot of technical manuals, and I have to read them fast, like digest a lot of them to solve problems and figure things out. So I'm a speed reader. But the problem is when I try to do narration when I'm reading it, I stumble my words because I have to slow down to do it.
Okay.
And it's trying to reverse that process of my reading. So I came up with the accent of Boris when I narrate the ghost stories and folklore to kind of hide that issue I have every once in a while stumbling my words, so I'm not editing constantly to fix things. So the two of them came together, the voice of Boris and Boris, and that's the series Ghost Stories and Folklore. That's where it came from. So
is Boris gonna dance tonight? Oh my god, is that an echo? What's that?
I don't know. I think so.
You hear that?
Where's that echo coming from?
well, we don't have headphones on. So.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's okay, honey.
Boris is dancing.
She's making him dance.
That's okay. It is what it is. We'll manage. Hey, they were asking for the echo. And hey, it's okay, Aisha. Aisha says she's sorry she's late, but it's okay, darling.
Hello to Auntie
Is the echo
Creeps.
gone now?
Thank you, Auntie Creeps, for stopping by.
Oh my God. Really quick, guys. I don't mean to interrupt you. Panic D. Hi. Meet Auntie Creeps. Auntie Creeps. Meet Panic D. You guys
Hello.
might want to talk to her. She is amazing.
Auntie Creeps. I love the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm over here looking at the chat, and it seems like everybody is really hyper tonight. I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying, our live stream today. You guys are truly awesome. I gotta let you know something, Marianne and Sean. Though we are small, our audience is pretty loyal. The people who usually come here, these are usually the guys that are, here, and we love them all. Hi, Philia, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like...
Hey, let's visit their page, please.
Oh,
is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. Here, you do the honors.
Is that okay?
Nice.
Is it okay that you put our name and page up there?
Yes, we are going to check out your channel right now so that these people actually get to see it before the stream ends. They can see it now. They don't have to wait.
I'm gonna be looking for it, you guys.
We're just gonna give us
If
a
you
second.
guys would, just hang in there with me, just put the P in there, and we will. Aha, got it. Yep, got it. Awesome. Their page or their YouTube?
Both.
Or their.
Both.
Okay, so we'll start with, and I already put most of these links on the chat, you guys,
In
so
the
you can just
description, on the
scroll
chat.
up
Yeah, in the chat.
or come back and watch the replay. Let's see here. I'm going to. Okay,
You
here
want
you
to
go.
start off with this one?
Yeah, sure. Why
Let's
not?
start off with this one.
Let's
So
see.
this
Let's
right
put
here.
this. I'm gonna bring this, guys. I'm gonna bring this stuff all the way to the front, so we won't see the chat for a few. But this is, in fact, their website, Panic D's website. As you guys can see, our friends over here at Panic D are pros. They know what they're doing. Look at that. Our haunted travel, paranormal information. There's tons of resources here, you guys. Any place they have visited, they have history on. And they've cataloged many, many more. They take beautiful photography, by the way. I believe that's Marianne's doing. Am I correct to assume that, Marianne?
Yeah, she's
I do photos, stills, and he does video.
Beautiful. Yeah, their videos and their photos are usually just amazingly shot. Oh,
You're going too
are
fast.
we there?
I
Look
want
at
to mention that you could also find what's that? D-Live? What is it?
discus. Discus is supposed to really represent discuss. It's really a platform where you can go and actually debate, which is pretty cool. You get a timer. And
Yeah, that might be going away.
Okay, you heard it here
That
first.
might be
That
coming
might be
off
going
of there.
away.
I don't know yet. Unless people go in and start leaving comments, which would be nice, but we don't get
We don't get very many.
we don't
This
get very
guy.
many.
Baby, you want me to scroll up or
Let's
down?
go to the top.
All the way to the top. Let's
Yeah.
go to the top.
Okay, so tell us, how long has this been up? You said 2010, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's been up since 2010. It's been 9 years. How has the reception been in these 9 years to your database of haunted locations by the masses?
The what?
How has the reception been? And
Scroll down on that a little bit, and
Sure.
there's statistic that tells you how many views. How many? I think we have 1.6 million views total. Yeah.
Wow,
nice.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And each location has its own page, so
Just tell me when to stop.
you know, keep going. Keep
Oh,
going, keep
remember,
Because
there's a lag.
I see it says something.
right there in that gray section. You see the statistics?
Ah,
Pages.
Next to the blue in the center on the right.
Yeah, right there. Tells you how many views.
So a little bit. That's just Parapedia. If you go up a little bit more,
that is so amazing.
it'll be the whole database.
Database. Look at it right there.
Okay, you want me to click on one of these blue ones?
No, you see the numbers there on the right? That's what I was talking about the views.
Nice.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
Mr. Ask
amazing.
a question, because I know that you definitely have been watching Panic Days ever since, like, way before me.
Oh,
So, I know
okay.
you're a fangirl, so
Yes, I
girl,
am.
don't hold back. Do not hold back.
Well, basically, yeah, I wanted to, well, actually, baby, if you scroll down, there's buttons, and they can you can open them up in different all the way down. You can open them up. There you go, in different tabs. But yeah, I wanted to know, you guys, what is the place of this that you have gone to, that you have visited, that you can honestly say is the creepiest, and that is most memorable to you? Pretty much is what I want to say as far as evidence goes.
The most activity?
Yes.
Is that what you
Said
mean?
most
Like
evidence.
the
With
most
e-
evidence?
yeah,
Yeah,
with
like
evidence.
creepy, like she
Yeah.
said, the creepiest place you've been to that you have collected the most evidence.
Well, I don't think it would be the creepiest. I think the one where we had the most activity that we have had since 2010, and I think you agree with me, is East Cemetery Hill.
That one, very in the short amount of time.
In a short amount of time.
It would be
Yeah,
Cemetery
because
Hill
we
in
were there
Gettysburg.
only a couple hours,
Right.
right? And we actually did a live stream from there, the investigation that we did. And in Gettysburg, you're not allowed to go on the battlefield after dark, right?
After
Or no,
10 p.m.
after 10 p.m. So if you go in the summertime, it gets dark later, but there's an area that's real close to the battlefield that there's a parking lot. So we were in the parking lot right on the edge of the battlefield and did an investigation there. And it was pretty crazy. The live stream's still out there on our channel, and then I did a little video pulling out some of the evidence and shortened it down a little bit, and that's out there too. But that was about the most active that we've had. Now, we've been to places that have been very famous for having hauntings and just get a single EVP. Actually, several places.
Nothing.
Yeah, sometimes nothing. Lizzie Borden, we only got a couple EVPs and we spent the night there. Same way with the Stanley Hotel. We only got one EVP in a couple's room that asked us to come in there and check it out because they were freaking out a little
Yeah,
bit.
they were afraid to stay the night.
And they wanted us to come in and check it out for them so that they could go to sleep. And we did a little investigation. We caught an EVP in there. But I think the most active would be East Cemetery. Well, that I can remember
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Then after that, I'd say probably Hillview Manor.
Yeah,
and,
Hillview. You're right, Hillview Manor.
Because we've been there so often that we got
So many
we've
times
had a
we don't
lot.
even know how many times we've been there.
Yeah.
I think it's over 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least.
I'm like,
At least. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's just for investigations. We've gone there for other events and things as well.
Yeah, we've even done conferences there. So
Mhm. And then I'd say Mansfield Reformatory would probably be number 3.
yeah, but we've really only investigated. We did an overnight full investigation and a couple other, like we call
Shorter ones.
them drive-by investigations or daytime investigations. We've done a couple of them there, but
Yeah, and we've
Didn't
gone
really
to
get-
dinners there.
yeah, murder mystery dinners. Yeah.
wow, you guys have pretty much done it all. I mean, I just reached the bottom of your YouTube page. Finally.
Yeah, there's our first video that was posted
Oh,
in
yeah.
2010.
Yeah, right there, the one with the guy at the
Yes,
bottom.
yes, I see him. Like I thought it was never gonna end. I said, "Oh my goodness, we got so much catching up to do." That is so funny. Let's see what
And I
else
think
we're
there's
gonna.
351 videos, I think, something like that.
Jeez Louise.
And we just scratched the surface. We got so much more.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you guys.
Is,
You
the-
know.
is it a huge expense when you deal with paranormal and catching EVPs and things of that nature? Like to become a ghost hunter
It depends on the location, because it depends because sometimes the locations are pretty expensive to get into. However, the equipment for collecting it, no, about $50 and you're good to go on equipment for collecting EVPs. But sometimes to get into the locations, you have to pay, $600, $700, $1,500. So
Yeah,
that's
to
the
rent the
expensive
locations.
parts.
Wow.
And then you could get obsessed like me and just keep buying equipment, and then by the time you're done, you get thousands into it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with equipment. But you can actually do this with just a simple, Walmart digital recorder and just that and a camera on your phone.
Yeah.
Ah,
If you want to get started, but we've got so many different toys and so many different tests that we can do, and but
where did
we've
they
been
get
doing it
those
since
wonderful
2010.
toys?
Yeah, we just keep adding to it and trying something new. And
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
What kind
you
of
can-
advice you would give someone who wanted to do the same thing you was doing in the future? Like, there might be someone watching that says, in the future, I want to do that. I want to go explore these haunted cemeteries and houses.
Top presents? The
What kind
top
of-
presents would probably be a audio recorder, like a digital recorder,
Mhm.
and a
flashlight.
flashlight. Those would be the basics.
Mhm.
Then if they wanted to, you can do a camera or a EMF recorder, EMF detector. Those
Spirit
would probably be
box.
the basics, and then you can go up from there.
yeah, spirit box, you start
Yeah.
getting into money.
Yeah, I'm like just scrolling down you guys' social media, the Twitter. I know I saw here. This is very interesting. The falling star. It's so cute. I like that. And I see you guys had tweeted something from Artem Orbit. I see that. He's a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
person too. He's really
Mhm.
cool.
So
Wow.
earlier today on your channel, someone came onto your show and tried to debunk everything you do.
Yeah, yeah. Inspired John.
Inspired John. Can you tell us about that?
Let's see, how did that start? Because
Well,
that
a
started a
little
couple
over-
weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, he was saying something on
We were
his
doing-
channel, and somehow Ghostbusters came up.
No, he was on our live stream. He was on a Saturday live stream. Oh, I know what it was. We did a live stream, was it last Tuesday or Tuesday before last, talking about the equipment that we use.
Okay.
Because some of our subscribers or people who watch our videos aren't really into the paranormal, but they're interested and they like watching our travels and things that we do, and they didn't understand like what's a novelist, what's a spirit box, what's an EVP, what's that kind of stuff. So we did a live stream where we got all of our equipment out and we explained here's what it is, and here's what we're testing for, and that kind of stuff. Well, Inspired John was in the chat, and he was like, and that's Inspired John. He's a great guy. He tries to.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he goes in everyone's chat and stimulates the community and stuff like that. So he was like, "Oh yeah, they're just a bunch of charlatans and all this other stuff." And and then he was doing it for fun. And then Saturday, I think when you guys were on, Marianne did like a thing back to him and say, "Hey, look, we got the plans for a proton pack and all this other stuff." So, anyways, push comes to shove, and then he says, "I have questions," and he did this on his channel and all this other stuff. He says, "I got questions for Panic D. I think they're making all this up and all that." I'm like, "Fine, challenge accepted. Come on, ask us anything you want." And we didn't know any of those questions he was going to ask.
Yeah, I expected him to have
I thought it was going to be
questions.
I thought it was going to be a lot tougher, but I wasn't worried about it because we stand behind what we do. We don't make anything up when it's all historical based, and we're just following up on the paranormal claims that we hear and go out and test them. So, but that's what the stream was today. It was quite amusing.
I have to finish it. I watched about the first half. Just to get a feel.
Ready for this live.
Yeah, feel for it. The Ghostbusters thing was funny, but I am really honestly. Really, I mean, I know he just said it. Kenny just said that, I've been watching you guys for a while, a while. I remember Robert the doll. Oh my goodness. That doll is creepy. I've seen him featured elsewhere before, but I hate dolls, by the way. So I don't like dolls.
A lot of people hate creepy dolls.
I hate them too. I don't like them either.
And
I really
mannequins.
don't. And the worst thing in the world is when you're in a location and don't know that they're there, and you're in the dark and you turn around and there's a mannequin or a doll just standing in the corner, and it's like, oh man, I think I just peed. I'll be right back. I hate that. Anything that can move faster than me, I don't like.
Oh, man. That's bad if a doll moves faster than you.
I know. That was not a doll.
Robert the doll was cool though.
So
we actually looked out.
Toddlers,
go ahead.
Toddlers are really fast. You must not like.
No, they are.
Kids,
no.
Not for nothing. And we're
They
parents.
creep me out.
Kids creep me. That's what I was about to say. Kids
Yes.
creep me out. Kids can be creepy.
That's why I teach high school, because those little people, they're scary. They like, I call them ankle biters, and because I'm also at school, I'm our resident educator advisor, so I kind of go and all the new teachers that come in the district, I kind of go and observe them and things. And if I have to go to the elementary building, it's creepy for me because these kids, they just kind of latch onto your leg and they're like, tugging and, hey, can you open this?
Tugging
And they're sticky, and I'm like,
Yes, kids are
no,
gross.
I'd rather sit in a haunted house than play with
I'd rather
some
go
children.
ghost hunting than go to the elementary building.
Yes, children are nasty.
Yeah.
Wait, is there an echo on that side? Or just in my
baby,
headphones?
because they're not wearing headphones.
You want us to put our headphones on? We can. I just got to detangle them.
I'll detect.
Oh, great. Now y'all gonna look like me at Christmas trying to detangle the lights.
No, it's okay, baby. If they don't, as long as the people on the other side don't hear the echo, we good.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, so let us know in the chat.
No, I'm loving
I just
these
wanna be
guys.
sure.
These guys are, and
Marty's crew is here.
hi Marty.
Hey, Marty. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to Stereo Dread. As you know already, the persons you guys came for is right here, Panic D. They're hanging out at the Zombified today.
Yes.
All right, give us 1 second while we switch over here. Hold on
Okay,
1 second.
it's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
Sweetie, I've seen some people in the chat. We got to say hi. Filia Noctis. Hey, girlfriend. I hope you saved me a plate of that breakfast for dinner. Oh, man. Ain't nothing like some good breakfast for dinner, y'all.
I hope. Let me see.
All right. How's that?
Yep, I did say hi to Braden in the chat earlier, but hey, welcome to Stereo Dread, Braden 23FI. We're so happy to see you again. We missed you, buddy.
Anyone who we missed, your name, please just give us a thumbs up right now, and I'll say your name right quick. Because
I'm
the
pretty
chat
sure
has
I
been
said
going
hi
by
to
pretty
Aisha.
fast, and I've been focused solely on Sean and Marianne.
Yeah. We said hi to Aisha in the
And
chat.
Boris, of course, Boris.
Oh, yes. Boris is that guy in the middle, right in between these two.
Mm-hmm.
That's Boris right there. Boris is awesome. If you ever go on their channel, Boris tells stories. Ooh. Let's see. What else we got?
And he dances. It's awesome.
Yes, he dances.
Mhm.
Love the
They have
dance
the,
that Boris does.
That
It's
animated
hilarious.
dance he does is awesome.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny.
I need to make a new one. Marianne says it's getting old. I need to make a new one. Oh well.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. I don't see anybody new just yet.
That's okay. So, what are you guys going to be working on in the near future that you could share with us?
Well, actually, we have a schedule to drop a video tomorrow. I haven't even started editing yet.
You
Marianne,
didn't?
no. Marianne did the narration.
Nice.
I have till 7 o'clock tomorrow,
Oh, that's a switch.
7 p.m. So, yeah, it's this. Was it Strock or Stock? Strock. Strock House.
Yes.
It's actually a house here, close
In
to
the
where we
local
live.
area.
Yeah. So I think what we're going to try to do is focus on trying to get some of the ones done in what's called the Mahoning Valley. That's where we live, so that we can get that book done. Because our Haunted and Travels just isn't our channel. We also have the book series that we're publishing these. And our first one is out there. It's on Amazon. It's St. Augustine, where it all started. But we have some conferences and stuff coming up that's in the local, and it'd be nice to have a local book that we could take to the conferences and things like that. So I think that's what we're going to try to do, is get some of the local ones done. I think we probably have 5 or 6 more in the catalog that we've been to. So
Have you ever
Wow.
been to a place that has been like, okay, what's the difference between like haunted locations? Is it just because like there was a death there, or was it like some sort of like evil, like wicked, whatever the heck has happened there, like clans or cults or something, and like that activity
Yes.
leaves things behind, like out of all the like what can you tell us like the differences between places that are haunted, that you've been to?
Well, all of that you mentioned could cause a potential haunting or activity within the building. It could be residential haunting. It could be intelligent hauntings. But I guess it's easier to explain our process on how we find these locations to put into a database.
Okay.
We cannot put a location into the database unless we find somebody either tells us personally about a paranormal claim, or we find it on the internet, or find it in books or something like that. Once we find paranormal claims, then Marianne actually delves into the history of the location, who built it, when was built, is it on National Registry, all that stuff, collects all that stuff together. That all goes, links to that all goes into the database. Who owned the property? We do property searches sometimes on all that stuff. And we try to look at that data and piece together if, there's some holes. We try to find, what parts are missing, why are people seeing this type of activity, and who could it be, and that kind of stuff. And then if we get an opportunity to go to that location, that is information that we use to try to communicate with some of the spirits who we think it would be. Here's a good example. We did a video series, 3 videos on the Barnheisel house. Well, we knew ahead of time going in there that the gentleman passed away in the upstairs room. Was he deaf, or he was in the
He was deaf.
he was deaf? And there was his wife was deaf too, and they believe that could be the spirits that's in the house because of the way certain things happened. So when we did the EVP sessions, I did some sign language. just to see if we can get any activity. So it's all based on the research that we find, but it starts out if we could find paranormal claims for the location that other people have said, not anything that we found. We just go and try to test whether it's possible or what type of haunting it could be or anything like that. I guess that's a long answer, but that's pretty much how it ends up in the database.
It's a very interesting process that the both of you have.
Yeah, it's a passion, actually. It started out as a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it got to the point in November, you know, I'm starting to forget this stuff. I'm getting older. That's just nature. You know, you start to forget things.
Join
And
the
I'm looking
club.
through pictures. I'm looking at a picture, and I said to Marianne, when did I sit in a gas chamber? Where were we at? I don't remember this picture. She goes, oh, yeah, that was when blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, we got to figure out something. And when we first started dating, Marianne was doing these photo, like, they weren't photo books. They were like scrapbooks.
Yeah, but they weren't scrapbooks like people do scrapbooking for a few years. There wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't fancy
I
stuff.
would
It was
just
just
keep all the
collecting.
tickets that we did when we went somewhere, and you know, pictures from the place, the pamphlets from the place, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Just
so
to
we kind
remember.
of took that into our paranormal travels, you know. That's how we have our collection of things. We call it Marianne's eBay update, but it's actually a collection of things that we have from some of these locations. We actually have seed pods.
He says he's gonna sell my stuff on eBay someday.
Yeah, it's my retirement if Marianne goes first. It's all going on eBay, and I'm sitting on an island somewhere.
Nice.
But we have seed pods from a tree that's buried over H.H. Holmes, the basement of H.H. Holmes' murder castle in Chicago.
Whoa.
That's hot.
And Marianne just picked them up when she was there.
I was there with Jeff Mudgett, who was the great-great-grandson. He's not dead, you know.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He is the great-great-grandson of H.H. Holmes. And I was standing there with him, and there were all kinds of seed pods on the ground. And so I just picked a couple seed pods up. So I have those, and, you know.
That's right, Marty. The trust fund is Marianne's crap. That's what we should call the collection. Sean's trust fund.
Is there anything that you could show us that you have like available? Any like one of
Oh
your
yeah,
little
she could find some.
little
What would you like to see?
something not too big,
Yeah.
something small, something easy to carry. Just
Well, if you want to see something big, I don't know if you can't see
No,
it.
that'll be too hard to get that.
If you guys see this, next to Boris is a ghost. Here, I'll show you.
okay.
Oh, it's the other camera. I can't show you. Oh, dang it. Well,
That's
can you
all right.
see this ghost? See this costume right
yeah,
here?
we've seen him many
That's a
times
ghost.
in your lives.
Yeah. Well, underneath of it's a spacesuit signed by Buzz Aldrin.
From NASA? NASA?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that is sweet.
So
Buzz Aldrin.
you see?
Costumes for Apollo
Wait,
13.
what?
It was made by the company that made these spacesuits for Apollo 13.
Yeah, I think they heard you.
Oh, it's made by the same. Wow.
It was made by the company that made the costumes for Apollo 13. So it's not. It hasn't been up in space. It's just signed by Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, okay, nice.
But still,
Okay, so
I could
that's
buy a lot
hot.
of drinks with that.
I bet. Tell
I
me,
could buy the-
please tell me you've put it on.
Have you put that on? The spacesuit. It won't fit me. No. She said no.
She hasn't
It
tried
went
it
on the mannequin. That's it. No.
I would have put it
Go ahead.
on. I would have said.
This is good. You can come show these.
I would have said, "I'm coming in for a landing, Mysterio."
Yeah. It wouldn't fit me. No way.
That's
Houston,
awesome.
we
Is
have
it really heavy?
takeoff.
Is it heavy or is it really light? Like I never.
The suit?
Yeah, the suit.
It's not like 80,000 pounds, but it's also just the external. I think it's about maybe 30 pounds.
Yeah, I kind of figured it'd be about that, 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy for me.
So-
I'm a weakling, for sure. Like, seriously. Don't ask me to carry anything. He carries everything for me. Like, seriously, sometimes my purse gets too heavy for me. Like, I need my Wheaties. I need, like, the Popeye spinach, remember? That's what I need.
That's right. We'll get that can opener out, squeeze it real hard.
Marty's crew says, "Yeah, I would have had to try it on." LOL. I'm with you on that, Marty. I definitely would have thrown on the spacesuit and took a few selfies. I'm in outer space.
Or I would have taken clothespins, right, and just pin it onto my clothes and try to make it look like I'm wearing it. You know, that's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Anybody
I got
has
that
a
actually
question?
right there at NASA.
You bought it at NASA?
I did.
Yeah, in Cleveland.
Wow.
NASA in Cleveland.
I didn't know they sold those type of things. That's cool.
Well, they have every now and again. They have sales where they have discontinued parts and things like that. They call them a memorabilia sale.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was at one of those, and they had a couple of additional vendors there as well. They also had, of course, astronauts and people like that you could meet as well. And that company just so happened to have some of them being sold, and they had some that some of the astronauts had signed as well. So I got the ones the astronauts signed, of course.
Nice. You know something? Imagine if it would have said Armstrong on it. Because anything
Yes,
with his,
they
because,
didn't have any of those ones.
because I heard his signature
But-
is rarer than, or is it both?
Yeah, he didn't give as many. Armstrong was not that big into
Armstrong wasn't a real sociable type
Right.
guy.
Yeah, he
You know,
wanted
he
to keep
was-
things more private.
He was more of an engineer type, you know.
He was.
So he really didn't sign much.
Wait, which one was? Okay, no, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I'm bugging out. Pay no attention to
That's
me
okay,
because
sweetie.
my brain is like crazy right now.
So what's the most fun video or the fun location you've been? You know, because we know, of
Fun?
course, yeah, like the most memorable place that was because you had a lot of fun and laughs with your wife. You know, just like this was great, honey. I'm happy we came here.
Probably Lizzie Borden house. That was fun. Yeah,
okay.
Mary Ann laid in the spot where
That's
Abby
my
Borden
favorite.
was found.
Mhm.
That's
I
right.
laid in the spot where they found Andrew Borden.
You took
We were
off-
all over that house. Yeah,
Well, I tell
that was
you,
fun.
you guys got cojones. I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm.
cojones.
Yeah, they got the cojones, man. I'm gonna tell you something, Mira. Okay. Now they made me talk in Spanish. Look, I rather tell scary stories than be part of them. I always say that because this stuff could get real creepy. Like, it's easy for us to sit there and, you know, either write an original piece or like I said, you know, maybe, you know, write a creepypasta or tell somebody else's. Yes, tell someone else's stories,
and
you know.
whatnot.
What we
But
gotta do is lend our voices,
but-
add sound effects and music.
But
But
we've lived those things. So
Yeah, we
those
have.
things are scary.
Yeah.
So what you're trying to say is you're not trying to look for them.
no, I'm not. They
Again.
already follow us. So no, thank you.
You don't want to go looking more for them.
Like our
You know-
kids.
You don't think
Go
that,
ahead.
that'll just bring more inspiration to you?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
It'll be an inspiration.
If I
right?
want inspiration, I'll watch you guys. You know, that's y'all thing. You guys do that. I'll go watch
We've been
you
to
guys.
We've been to a lot of cool places, though. We've had a lot of great adventures. I mean, if we had to stop now and couldn't do it anymore, it's still, the places we've been to have been phenomenal. We've been to Dealey Plaza. I spent 3 days down in Dealey Plaza. We've been to San Diego. We were just in San Diego. We did a EVP session in the sick bay of the USS Midway. Hotel Cordova down there, that was cool. Point Loma Lighthouse, St. Augustine Lighthouse. We've been, and then I can't remember the names of the forts in Puerto Rico though that we went to. Where we
San
were at.
Cristobal was one of them.
Yeah. So, you know, and then when we were in Denver, we drove up to the Stanley Hotel and St.
Isn't that
Louis.
The Shining? Is that the inspiration for The Shining?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah. And then St. Louis. that trip, we drove up to Springfield and saw the house that the Lincolns lived in Springfield, and went to Lincoln's tomb. And I mean, we just been all over, and it's been a blast. So, but she's got some stuff she dug out here. Go ahead. Our favorite place actually to go is actually Gettysburg. We've been there several times.
And so I pulled two items from Gettysburg. This one here is, if there's any Lincoln fans out there, this is from the David Wills house. It's a piece of a beam. David Wills house, for those of you who don't know, is where Abraham Lincoln stayed when he went to Gettysburg to give the Gettysburg Address. And he finished writing the finishing touches on the Gettysburg Address in the Wills house in the upstairs bedroom the night before.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
So there's a piece
awesome.
of the wooden beam from that building.
That is so sick.
Yeah,
What?
I really enjoy that. And someday, that's on my bucket list, is to go to Gettysburg in November, because November 19th is actually the anniversary date of the Gettysburg Address. And I've been there, in every time I've been there has always been in the summer. And someday I'm going to go there on the date of the Gettysburg Address and give the Gettysburg Address from the location of the Gettysburg Address, because I've done that now on 2 occasions, but it's been in the summertime. But I would love to be able to do it on the actual date.
Yeah.
So that's something on my bucket list. And then the other one is from the
Orphanage.
It's from the orphanage in Gettysburg. This is the location that, if anybody ever asked me if I've ever been scared anywhere, the basement. I'm terrified of basements, and
Same.
so this is my husband being nice to me. He made me go downstairs by myself in the dark at night after we'd investigated all night to pick up and collect our equipment from down in the basement. And he knows I'm afraid of basements. He sent me down in a haunted basement all by myself.
One mistake in 900 years.
How dare you?
I know, right? But anyways, this
I
here is
completely forgot.
The audacity.
I know.
But that's
this
beautiful.
is a piece of that as well.
Oh.
That is so pretty. I love that.
Oh my God, that's sick.
They have so much
Oh, that's-
history.
Wow.
It's just
So
so
You know
that's just
amazing.
two
something?
pieces.
You're gonna be
They're
able to
both wood.
open-
Sorry.
You're gonna be able to open up your own museum.
Like Ed and Lorraine Warren. Just like
We
that.
would love to open a
absolutely.
paranormal museum.
That has been
Would
one of
love
my
to.
my things in my life. Someday when I retire, I'm going to have a museum of my own, and I have it all planned out and everything, because there's so many different realms of science that I want to have a science museum. But now I can add a wing on for the paranormal stuff too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go start playing the lottery.
Yeah.
It's
that I
getting-
don't play. So
It's getting more and
to
more
go
street cred in that field, in the scientific field. So that's good for you.
True.
I think you'd be great. And who better than a biology teacher? Come on. And you do forensics as well. That's
Yes.
fabulous. Like, for real. I gotta say, and I think I've told you guys this before in a comment or two on your channel, on maybe a video or two of yours. I feel stupid when I watch you guys because you guys are so smart and just so knowledgeable with everything that, what I mean? It's very
a great reader.
professionally done. Yeah.
No, don't never feel that way, because nobody can ever know everything, and there's so many things that I don't know, and so many things that I did know that I've forgotten because I haven't used it in so long that never feel stupid or insignificant or anything like that just because you don't know something.
You're too
That's the
sweet.
whole idea.
Well,
That's the whole idea, though, of learning, being
Yes.
being an adult learner, always continuing to learn new things through the rest of your
I was
life.
only
So
half
you're just working.
joking. So I was only half joking. But I know one thing. I know one thing you don't know.
What?
What's that?
It's some very good news I just saw in the chat, and it made me tear up a little. So I needed to share it, and
What
I
is
hate
it?
to interrupt our guests, but
Okay, tell us.
Corinne Suave,
Uh-huh.
all right, has just reunited her
Karen.
mom after 6 years.
She has just reunited with her
Aw.
mom after 6 years. That is so great. Yay!
Awesome.
I love reunions, especially of parents and
Yes.
children, husbands and
Yes.
wives. Those
That is
are
so
awesome.
awesome. Like that really touched my heart.
It did. I saw it too when it was going up, and I was like, "Yeah, nice." I was giving her signals to think if see if she catch it, and like, "Yeah, I'm down for that."
Whenever you guys
It's
see him
awesome.
doing
I
that,
was like, "This, yeah, beautiful, kissing."
yeah. Whenever you guys see him
He's reading
doing,
the chat.
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
because
trying to
yeah.
give somebody a signal, like, "Hey, I see you, but I'm not gonna interrupt my guest right now." You know, but that's awesome, man. Reunions,
Aw,
it's so sweet. 6 years, huh?
that's
We need to-
amazing.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Congratulations, Karen. Indeed.
Yeah, we also got one thing, guys,
Mhm.
we forgot to say hi to a special person that dropped by as well.
Who's that?
Mr. Need Gore. Hello, brother.
Need
How
Gore,
you
what is
doing?
up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. My G.
He does a lot of reviews of vintage horror movies.
And we love
Okay.
those.
Cool.
Yes,
Very
he
cool.
does.
Vintage
You know
horror
we
movies.
We do too.
love.
I do.
Yeah.
He
Did you see
purchased his
the-
collections as well.
You saw his last video, it's pretty good.
Which one?
So,
Anyway, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Oh,
But
okay,
continue
yeah,
with
okay.
your thing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. yes, you're right,
Give me
Aisha.
your
Igor
orange.
is dope, but we're gonna save that for when he's on here
Yeah.
because
We're trying to get him on too.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. But right now it's about Panic Deep, and we
Indeed.
are so guys. We are happy that you guys are here because, it's like I said before. I've been watching you guys for a while, and then I told, my beautiful Puerto Rican prince here about you guys. Yeah, we're very sappy. You guys got to know that's one thing you got to know about us. We're like really hammy. We like ham it up in here.
She's my lobster.
Aww. Any Friends fan, give us a quick thumbs up emoji in the chat if you know what that is. But yeah, I put him on to you guys, and I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I've watched every single video because, my attention span is like, but yeah, I always say I have the attention span of a fly. But when I have sat down to watch a video, I will sit and watch, which is rare for me. But like most of the time, I like to use the Roku to, just binge watch our friends' channel and other channels that we are interested in because we know about the view time and all that other stuff, But your channels is one of handfuls that we actually engage with a lot and actually pay attention because it's so like informative and entertaining. It has everything.
When you said that you visited
you.
Lighthouse, right? I was like,
yes.
that's beautiful because I love lighthouses. Would they really like amazing to just be at these lighthouses?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'll give you a little lesson on lighthouses.
Oh, jeez.
Do it.
We have our main company does internet marketing for small businesses, and the corporate logo, because we're incorporated and everything, is a lighthouse, and the marketing part of it is helping small businesses through the rough waves or rocky waves of the internet or something, something corny like that. So when we got married, and Marianne, I think it was this stream. Was it this stream? You said we did the road trip, or was it the stream earlier? I don't remember. Anyways, on our honeymoon, we took an 18-day road trip from here all the way down the coast of the United States, and our final destination was Sanibel Island, off of Fort Myers in Florida. But our goal is to stop at as many lighthouses that we can, because there's two things a lot of people nowadays don't know about lighthouses. Is there is never any two lighthouses that are painted the same or have the same sequence of the light that turns.
Wow.
And that's how they knew where they were at going up the coast where the lighthouses were. At nighttime, it was the sequence of the beacon, and in the daytime, it was the pattern of the painting on the side of the lighthouse. So that's actually kind of a cool little tidbit. But we saw 12, 13 lighthouses?
I think
Something
I
like
thought
that.
it was 19, but that,
19
I could be
something.
wrong.
We saw a lot of lighthouses. all the way down the coast of the United States. We tried to go to every one we could get to, except for one we couldn't get to because it was like you had to take a ferry, and we were like, well, we saw it in the distance. But yeah, that was a cool trip. Wouldn't do it again. Rather fly now. But
I would love to visit a lighthouse. They're so beautiful, and it's
They
just
are.
something. There's something romantic about lighthouses. I can't put my finger on what it is, but there really truly is.
We
If you
love the
haven't-
coast. We just love the coastline.
Yeah, if
and
you haven't
everything.
noticed, we're
By
a
the
pair
beaches
of
and stuff.
hopeless romantics here.
No. Oh.
yeah, there's a lure to a lighthouse, and
There is.
Yes.
yeah. They actually, when they started decommissioning them, you could actually get a lighthouse really cheap, but you had to have so much in the bank or backing you to restore them. You
And to
actually,
maintain
yeah,
them.
get a lighthouse for like $10, but you had to have so much in the bank that you were going to restore and maintain it. I would have bought a lighthouse in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Oh yeah, for
that would've been
sure.
cool.
Imagine. owning
Now
that
it's a little
lighthouse.
harder.
You might be safe from a tsunami in a lighthouse.
Swedish mom. Swedish mom says they are haunted. Absolutely, they are. Most of them are.
Because
Yep.
most of the time there was a man or a family there and had to take care of them for 24 hours a day, and some of them lost their lives falling from high heights or
Yeah.
some tragic event at those buildings
Or residual haunting.
or residual hauntings. Yeah.
You know,
Doing
there's
the
a
same
movie.
thing over and over.
There's a movie about a lighthouse you might want to see. It has the guy from Twilight, Edward. It's a new movie.
Oh,
and
I thought you were
he's-
gonna say Richard Gere because there's a couple of really good ones that he's into that are about lighthouses.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
okay. Okay, we no. I haven't seen those.
So, all
I
right,
have not
so-
seen those.
They're a little older. Now, tell me about the Twilight ones, though.
Yeah, so
'Cause
there
that-
was, Edward, the vampire guy. So
I
he's-
have seen one Twilight movie,
Okay.
so I know he is in them.
Yes, the vampire one. He's in a movie now that he's working at a lighthouse. It's like a period film, and I think it's like suspense and mystery. I've been meaning to check it out. It's new. It came
Yeah,
out
that
like
sounds awesome.
it came out either in 2019 or 2018, so it's still rather new.
Okay,
So you might
we'll
like
have to
that.
look for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything that's period, we tend to like.
Yeah, but really quickly, bye, Kareen.
Bye,
Princess-
Corinne.
Karen. Sorry.
Karen. Bye, Karen.
Thank you for stopping by.
Same here.
Somebody else, Aisha, also said she had to go. Bye,
Bye,
Lovey.
Aisha. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
hanging out with Pagnet D, Paranormal History, and Miss Stereo and myself. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I did want to read one sweet comment about lighthouses, and this one comes from Otherworldly Things with Mike P. He said, I call my wife my lighthouse because she has been a beacon that has guided me through the life's darkness seas. Aww.
Aww,
Isn't that sweet?
that's so sweet.
That is so sweet.
Oh,
Marty's crew says
He
gotta
just-
they
go.
just start crying.
He deserves some, wife brownie points for that one.
I know,
That was
right?
really sweet.
Indeed. Bye, Marty's
All right,
crew.
see you later, Marty. He's probably
Bye.
gonna be up early for work in the morning.
Speaking of which, we've had you on for now an hour. Are you ready to say goodnight, or you want to continue hanging out? It's on you.
Whatever you want.
I'm
to.
fine.
So long as
Okay,
he can
I'm fine.
hold out.
Okay.
Back's
Sean.
not twitching yet.
Sean, you gotta make it, Sean.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome.
Great.
Take
So
over, honey.
So this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna take a quick break, you guys, from the stream. Let you watch a quick little intermission there, and when we come back, we're gonna have Panic D help us with the news. How about that?
Ooh.
News.
Why not?
Maybe we'll have to get Boris to help with the news.
Ooh, great. Hold on there, buddies. And watch our promo. Yeah, let's see. Let me find it, by the way. Okay, here it goes, guys.
Yes. No. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about celebrities. Okay. Oh, really?
Yes, I saw that.
You don't tell me anything.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. I didn't think you'd be that excited about it.
No, whatever.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Wasn't he in the Ocean's 11 movies too? Oh no! I'm thinking somebody else. Okay, Billy Drago. Yeah. No, actually, we're not.
Wow.
We like space, but we haven't watched. And I'll tell you why I'm not, because I was forced to watch it as a kid. My dad is a big Trekkie. Yeah, I'm like, really? We're watching this again? Ooh.
Sure.
Welcome back, our friends. Sorry about that crazy little fluke with that scene there. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, I tell ya. But we are still with Panic D Paranormal History.
Yes, Sean and
Sean
Marianne.
and Marianne
And
Donnelly.
Boris.
And Boris. And Boris. We cannot
Yes.
forget about Boris. And they are going to help us do the news. Ta-da! So without further ado, let's get into this crazy news, shall we?
Indeed. Let's do it.
Okie dokie. So here we go, guys.
Star Trek Starfleet logo spotted on Mars by NASA probe. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured images of a series of the chevron-style contours on the planet's surface.
Look at that, guys.
That is insane.
How
You
the
think they
heck
made
did that get?
Sean? You think that's man-made, Sean?
Well, Marianne moved away from the screen. I didn't see it.
Okay.
To
No,
be
it
honest.
hasn't
Oh, there
come
it is.
yet, but there
Holy
it is.
cow. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
it is. And that's pretty. How do you suppose that got up there? What
Well,
the heck? How do you
it
suppose that got up there,
could-
guys?
Well, you know, they
Well,
do
I don't
send
know
rovers.
exactly where.
They send rovers to Mars. They had a rover
Yeah.
on there. Maybe it made it. I don't know.
That is bananas.
Or, it could have just been some natural
Anomaly.
mountain type building formations, and over time weathering. So it got a little, less rigid looking, but it is interesting looking.
I mean, it truly is. I mean, I never seen anything like that before. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so interesting. I think
But
I'm
if you
gonna-
look at it, it looks almost like a snake's head too, opening its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being the guy or the gal that like saw that for the first time when that came up? They went, "What? Wait, what?"
It's like, guys, gather
I
around.
resign.
Look at this. Look what I found.
I'm done.
That is too funny. No, but seriously, I'm like, when I first saw it, I was like, what? Nah. I thought it was like a hoax. Like I really did. But, it's on Sky News. For whatever that's worth. That's crazy. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, hold on.
You could read the next one, okay?
Okay, I'll read the next one. Let's see here. Okay, so a bat hidden in an iPad case bites pensioner's finger, leaving him with rabies. Doctors say that Roy Siverston will be fine, though it remains a mystery how the bat got into his house and into the iPad case. And here's a picture of the little guy. Wow. I already don't like Apple. And this, forget it. What do you guys think?
Does he have an ex-wife? I'll teach him. Make sure I got one with rabies too. Just saying.
Oh man, that is too
They
funny.
get into houses, they get into buildings and things like that all the time. But for him to get into the iPad case, that's a good one.
To me,
He's
that
playing good
shows,
hide and seek.
it shows a
Look how small
sign
that
of
thing is.
intelligence.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
ingenuity there.
Wow.
Of course, they always end up down in your room when they come into the school.
Well, yeah, when they come
When they
into
get in the school building, the janitors always catch them and bring them to
Yeah.
Marianne. Like a cat
Yeah.
catching a mice and
They
puts it
do.
on your porch. Look what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
let's bring
like,
them to her.
I
And she's
don't
like,
want it. Take it
"Honey,
outside."
get rid of this thing, will you?" I'm like, "Why am I involved with this now?"
Dame
I
Saturday
think
says guano happens.
Yes,
Guano
it
happens.
does.
That's right.
Indeed. Good one, Dane. Good one.
That is a good one.
Oh wow, that is
Ah.
so funny. That is way too funny. And this one I will leave to you, honey. The next is
Excuse me. HP RoboCops hits the park in Los Angeles. Oh no.
The
That's not
device.
good.
What does it say there, baby?
The device is moving, speaking surveillance camera relaying images back to the police headquarters. Oh boy.
Everybody get their shiny hats out. Oh man, that looks like fun. Wow. Yeah, we will be linking all of these links on our social media. I know I always say that I'm going to follow up with things, guys, and I never do. But tonight I will, because Kenny Dreadful is going to remind me.
Yes, I will.
He's
I'm
going
Yeah, we got that bad.
We
Yes.
have
We have that
habit,
bad
too.
habit too. We're gonna put all these out on our Patreon page.
we never do. I always forget. But he's going to remind me, because I've bookmarked all
Looks
of
like
them.
an egg
So.
or a bullet.
It's looks creepy. What it looks. It looks like, was it R2D2, the little one, or was that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
these?
No,
Okay,
R2D2.
they okay.
You asked me about being a Trekkie. I'm a Star Wars buff, definitely. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that does look like R2D2 a little bit, or R2D2 met an egg. One or the other.
I was thinking it reminded me of those punching bag things when I was.
Oh,
little kid.
yeah,
ones
with the
that don't
clown
come
on it.
down. Yeah, the
Mhm.
ones that don't come back. They don't stay down.
I wonder how long it's gonna take before that vandalism shows up on that thing, like a picture of a punchy clown. Boom, boom, boom.
But
Oh,
if it's
man.
but if it
But it
has
looks like it's got a nice 360 view on it, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
but
Wow.
you see, you
Yeah.
don't want to get tased by that. Because you know how much juice
No.
that thing has? You get tased by that. You're gonna be like a burnt piece of bacon.
And that's in LA. Those guys don't
Yeah.
play either. They don't have a sense of
Oh,
humor
it's
at
LA,
all.
so then it definitely has to be solar powered as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot of power. Woo-wee. Okay, so now, guys, unfortunately, we got sad news as well this week.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Beth Chapman, the wife of Dog the Bounty Hunter, has lost her battle with cancer at the age of 51. She was a sweet lady. She
She's
was.
gone too soon.
Oh, yeah, she was young, guys.
51. Wow. We hardly knew ye.
I heard,
Beth
that
Chapman.
Go ahead, Maria. What was that?
They had her in a medical-induced coma throughout the week. As far
When did you hear
ever,
this?
Did she ever come out?
You
of
never
It?
tell me anything.
I'm sorry.
Never.
Guys.
Did you see that on where? Facebook?
Uh-huh.
Marianne lives on Facebook, but she never tells me anything. I tell her stuff. Oh, that's
I
sad.
didn't-
51.
I didn't think
Wow.
you would even remember.
I
We used to
remember.
watch
Yeah,
the
we used to
show,
watch it all the time.
I used to
That's way
watch.
too young.
I watched a few of their shows, peppered one or two here or there over the years, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool, and unfortunately, they've been together a long time. They loved each other.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember her being. She wasn't a joke. I remember her. She was serious.
Oh, yeah,
She
definitely.
She didn't take no guff.
No, she didn't. She was tough. She was a tough cookie.
They were, they both were tough, but they cared. That's what I liked about the show is
Yes.
they both had a big heart. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it for him. I mean, he came from situations and he just wanted to help people. And but yeah, it's sad. They both had a big heart. That's why that was an awesome show.
That is
That's sad. 51. Yeah.
So young, gone too soon. Well, R.I.P. Beth Chapman. And I know she's watching down, loving on her family and her husband. They were like, a fairy tale, I think, anyway. For all intents and purposes, within the lifestyle that they led, they were pretty down-to-earth people. At least so it seemed to me. So, R.I.P. Beth.
R.I.P. Rest in peace, beautiful lady. Max Wright, who portrayed Dad on Alf, is also deceased. He has passed away.
Do you guys remember?
Scroll down, honey. I can't give
okay,
anything.
Sure. Yeah.
So he was on the 1980 sitcom Alf, which was a big, huge hit when it came out, and he has passed away at the age of 75. So far, that is 2 celebrities that have passed
I
away.
used to watch that show when I was young, like the reruns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I used to watch them on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what channel it was though, but I know they were reruns.
Nick at Night, probably.
I have no clue, but wow, I used to.
And I
love
feel
Alf.
old. I watched them when they first came out. When they came out, I didn't watch the reruns. I watched the original ones.
Well, you know what?
But Alf was a popular show. That was back when you couldn't wait for the next one to come out. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Alf was popular.
goodness!
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty popular. I think I might have heard that they had a cartoon as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they?
Wow.
I have no clue. Like for real.
I remember I was in a thrift store one time and I saw a T-shirt with Alf on it.
Oh
So
wow.
Alf must have been around for quite some time.
Wow.
It started in the 80s, so yeah, it's been quite
Yeah,
some
well,
time.
it's a cult classic.
It
Alf's a
is.
cult classic.
I bet.
You know,
But-
it falls under the weird.
Rest in peace, Max Fright.
Aw.
Condolences to your family.
Yeah, well,
Thank
You
you
know
for everything
something?
you've done in the community of comedy, because comedy is very important.
yeah.
It enriches our lives because laughter is the best medicine. So thank you for bringing smiles to people's faces, sir.
Yeah, that
You
was
will be
pretty
missed.
neat. But you said that that you watched the originals. Mike
Oh,
P?
yeah. Yeah.
Mike P. Why am I saying Mike P?
Because
Sean.
he was in the
Sorry.
chat.
yeah, because he was in the chat. But basically, how you feel about that is how I feel about the original Charmed. Because I watched it when I was young. That was my
Mhm.
thing, you know. That was my Alf.
Mhm.
And now I'm watching it with my kids on Netflix, and with Kenny Dreadful, of course.
Yeah, because she said that she would watch the X-Files with me if I watched the entire series of Charmed. So we're almost
It's all
done.
about give and take. It's all
Yep,
about give and
It's all
take.
about give and take. Now she's about to get the dose of the X-Files.
I love the X Files.
That was my Alf.
That was dope. The X Files were dope. I didn't see all the episodes like he did, but
Oh no!
I'm about to.
They came out with new seasons recently, and there's movies.
Yes.
So that's why you're in for it now.
I don't mind. You know we love all the freaky weird stuff. But speaking of Charmed,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Draco, best known for his villainous role in The Untouchables,
Ooh,
died at
that was a good
73.
movie. Aww.
Oh man, and he was in Charmed as the demon of death, the
Yeah.
angel of death.
No,
or
wasn't
something.
it Fear?
No, oh yes, the demon of fear.
The Demon of
Sorry,
Fear,
yes.
Charmed.
Look at that. I've watched Charmed. I don't know how many times, over and over and over and over again, and he's watching it for the first time now with me,
Scroll down.
and he remembered.
So, Billy Drago, who was known for playing both charming and villainous roles, has died, and he was 73. The Untouchables actor died on Monday, June 24th in Los Angeles. A representative for Drago confirmed People on Wednesday to People. It's sad. He was only 73. Wow. It
Yeah.
says he was in the X-Files. Okay.
Oh.
You're going to get to see him some more now.
Mm-hmm. And he worked with Chuck Norris and Clint Eastwood. Hey, big whoop there. That guy, he got around. He got
Mhm.
around. He really did. He was awesome. He'll be missed. Did you guys ever see The Untouchables, Sean, Marianne?
Oh yes, several times. Yep. He played a very interesting villain in there. It was he played that role quite well.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Mhm.
guys ever see him on Charmed? By just out of curiosity.
I have a confession. I don't think I've ever seen Charmed.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
I've seen
Have
a
you
few
seen it?
episodes of it. I don't really recall.
Now we're gonna have to go and
I know.
watch Charmed.
It's great as a couple. It
It's
really
great
is.
as a couple.
Yeah, to watch it with your with your significant other.
Yes. it's interesting to say the least. The difference.
But I still like Buffy better.
Oh, of course.
The Vampire Slayer.
Come on, Buffy. Buffy, that's come on. I can't compare. Buffy's a badass.
Yeah, Buffy was awesome.
Buffy, I would. Actually, I was really more of an Angel type of person.
Or the spin-off Angel from Buffy.
Yes, the spin-off.
That was pretty good too.
I got to see that. So that was neat. I can't say I've seen all the episodes because most of these we watched like reruns and stuff. But
So tell me about collaborations you've done in the past, Sean and Marianne.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wow, there's been a lot. Well, our first interview collaboration, because I consider this like a collaboration too. Our first one we did was with Pusha, wasn't it?
Pusha Studios. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our first interview, which was interesting because we never did, an actual interview before.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of it, their power went out. Mm-hmm. So we had to keep the stream going. Now, we used to have a show on YouTube before under Dark Shadow Ghost Tours, which was called After Tour. But that show we would do with people who went out, that we took out on ghost hunts and stuff with us, and they would tune in and we would go over evidence and that kind of thing and talk about it. Those shows went on for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so we were kind of used to being on camera anyways, but that interview, that was nerve-wracking. They found us on Twitter, actually. Cassandra did, from Pusha. Mm-hmm. And then we did a collab with Michael Scott.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue. I'm here.
Yeah, we did a collab with Michael Scott. He's he's got over 10,000 now subscribers. We've done collaborations. We always say we'll do a collaboration with anybody. We always find a way that we could tie it in. We did a collaboration with a channel called Doodles by Doug. And what he does is he draws little cartoons for his kids for their lunchbox.
And
they're really good.
They're really good. And he does like a time lapse, and sometimes he does them live. But we did a collab with him when we covered Menlo Park, Thomas Edison's Menlo Park. And he did a thing of Thomas Edison. And then that one was kind of cool. And we did a collab with, I forget his name, his channel name. He changed it now. What was it before? Oh, that's horrible. I forget his name. He didn't sign it either. But when we were doing the Lizzie series, we did a collab, and he painted this painting. It's like half Lizzie, half skeleton.
That's cool.
And then it was a collaboration when we released one of the Lizzie videos, and then I told him, man, we want to buy that, so we bought the thing from him. We've done several collabs. We get involved with other communities too, not just the paranormal stuff. Our community is called Parapeeps. People who follow us, but we're part of the Blue Ranch group with Pusha Studios, and Happy Trails Hiking has a health challenge that we do. We're part of that community, and just several communities we like to get around. And not a lot of these communities aren't paranormal, so we just kind of people know Panic D that's in those communities. I don't know what other collabs we did.
Well, we did the Clue Tube, which
Clue Tube was huge last October. That was one that we organized. I don't know what we're going to do this year, but for Halloween we had to do something. So we organized a massive 23 channel murder mystery. We didn't use the word murder though on YouTube, but it was a mystery on YouTube, and all the channels had to record a little part of it. And you had to go around to all the other channels and get the clues. And then at the end, we had a big get together and draw for the winner and that kind of stuff. That was a big collaboration.
Oh my goodness. You guys have really been around. I like that. you know, because it gives you a perspective from many different angles, you know. You can really build a community where it's not limited, so that's cool, you know. Guys, let us know if we're buffering, because I'm looking at the channel, at the stream dashboard, and it says it's in the red. So just let us know if you're having any buffering issues. I have found that the sweet spot is down at 480p for myself anyway. But yeah, absolutely. It's good to span your wings, because who I found with you guys was Timey Lives. She was in one of your chats once, and her story has inspired me so much. She is a cancer survivor. She stops through here every now and then. We love Timey. And she also has fibromyalgia, and I can totally identify with that, as with Jasenia from Pusha. She also has fibromyalgia, so I totally can identify with the both of them with that. And these are lovely ladies, and we have found both of them through you. So
yeah, Tommy's gonna be on our show Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm gonna put that in my calendar, by the way, right
so
now.
Everyone, make sure to head over to Panicked Paranormal Histories channel to see Timey Lives on their channel this Saturday. She is an awesome creator, a good person, very chill, down to earth, just like Sean and Marianne.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to know what Panic D stands for?
Yes, we do.
Yes. What does Panic?
All right, so back in 2010, it was a big trend that you want to try to get the smallest URL you can. So we have panicd.com, and we thought, okay, the paranormal part, panic, paranormal, that kind of thing. So we had the acronym first, and then put the words to it. It stands for Paranormal Activity
Network.
No. Yeah. Paranormal Activity Network Investigation Center Database. Panic D.
Okay.
Nice.
Say that 5 times.
Quick.
Yeah. Paranormal
He
Activity
can't even say it once.
Network. Yeah. So we actually probably should have started our channel out fresh and called it Our Haunted Travels, but it wouldn't make sense if we kept referring back to Panic D, and I didn't want a whole new website and all that other stuff. And yeah, so the name's changed a couple times. It may change again. I don't know. So
yeah,
that's why we kept the Panic D.
We forgot. We forgot to say hi to a very special person, and I think we mentioned him on your show, Marianne and Sean, when we were guests on your beautiful live stream. Remember, I was telling you, both of us were telling you about this guy we interviewed. We had all sorts of audio issues, and
we did.
he had some very interesting, scary stories to tell about his upbringing. Well, he's in the chat right now. His name is Puerto Rican Joe Casing. Say hi to Jose. Hi, Jose. I just wanted to make sure that we shouted him out, because he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is very cool. Very those stories are very gripping and chilling
and scary. Very
good
scary.
Good stuff.
So I see he says, I would like to see a con of YouTube creators for paranormal exploration horror narrators. I am with you 100%. I think that would be awesome. Now, we've organized and put on a paranormal conference here in the Mahoning Valley. We did it 2 years, and then we kind of, it was a lot of work. We probably should have stayed with it. Probably be huge by now, but there's nothing in our area. We have to travel to go to paranormal conventions. But I would love to have one here and get it built up big. That would be awesome. But yeah, with Dark Shadow Ghost Tours, we actually put on events and organized events and murder mystery dinners and things like that. And that's why I can't get in a car in the garage, because it's full of props.
Wow.
Including a coffin.
Yeah, we have a
It's
coffin
a
out there
life-size
too.
coffin out there that we built in our driveway. Neighbors love us.
I bet they do.
That would be like my favorite neighbors, like for real. That would be my
Yeah, we're the
favorite.
Addams family.
Oh man, I guess that makes us the monsters, baby. That is
Yeah, we
too
have
funny.
we have our dead man Sylvester in there.
Yeah, actually, these candles back here,
Hmm.
these are silver, actual silver. What do they call those?
Funeral pillars.
Yeah, funeral pillars from a late 1800s, early 1900s funeral home. We've got them at an auction, and it goes with that whole set because we were putting on a simulated Victorian wake at like a Victorian house that we rented, and that's part of the props from that.
Yeah.
So
You got a lot of
That's
interesting
actually-
things. You collected a lot of interesting things.
telling
There's a
you.
odds and ends, like an oddity store here near where we're at, and they have a lot of interesting things in that oddity store too. Oddities stores are very interesting to visit and walk around.
They
and look at
are.
the things they have. Do you like?
Yeah,
going to
they're
oddity
bad
store?
for me though, because I like to purchase things. So yeah.
yeah, there's actually we did a video last summer.
Yes.
There was an oddity store in Gettysburg. We did a video on it, and we almost, we contemplated until we found out how much they wanted, but it was for sale. I don't even think they're there anymore.
They were supposed to close last November.
Yeah, it was called the Gettysburg Dime
Store.
Yeah.
Dime Museum.
Dime Museum. Yeah, and it was full of those oddities.
Yeah, there
and
were several
They had
of
some
them.
cool
And
stuff in there.
I'm like, so would you be willing to piece it off?
Yeah. That would have been expensive.
Yeah.
Follow up with that, but they had a couple of haunted items in there that I was.
Yes. Yeah,
Debating about.
they had a wedding dress that I wanted.
Yeah.
So,
And they had a collection too of artwork from serial killers.
Mhm.
They had one room that had that kind of stuff in it.
Yeah.
And it's just real weird, off the wall stuff. Yeah. Yeah, those places are cool.
wow. No, yeah, you guys have definitely visited some amazing locations.
Yep.
You can honestly say you guys are trailblazers for what you do here
Indeed.
on YouTube and even all these. Wow, a database. I mean, seriously, that
Mhm.
you don't see stuff like that every day. You know, I could spend ages at the website and like never get through it. Like I couldn't. I mean, I had a hard time getting to the bottom of your YouTube channel. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
you guys have really, really done the work, and kudos to you, man, for doing that.
and there's just so much that's not even completed.
Yeah, there's so much that's not even done.
That's just the surface.
I don't
of
even
things
know
that-
if I'd ever get it finished,
I
to
don't
be
think
honest
you
with
could.
you. Yeah.
That's a challenge, dear. I
Yeah.
don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I have 127 locations that's in there that we've been to that I haven't finished off. That, you go in there and sometimes you bring up those locations, it says still under review. That means I got to go find the history, and I got to go find the ghost stories and the paranormal claims and resources and all that to finish off those records. I got 123. Since I've been off in a week, I got like 5 done. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it finished. I don't know. And I'm kind of like really picky when it comes to data, because that's like one of my things I do at work is data. So I've had people help me in the past, and then I had to go in and fix it. So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. So
I want to get to the point where I can link to other people's stuff, like their videos, and other people who's been to those locations and link to their videos and things like that. I want to get to that point. I wanted to get to that point this summer, but I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. Like it's like you were saying the other day, and we were speaking to you. It's endless content. You constantly have, what do you call? You guys have everything pretty much to do what you do, because you have the know-how.
It's just time.
Yeah.
And
we
the
need
thing
Oompa
is,
Loompas.
and we go to additional places, so it's not like
it never
it
ends.
stops. So,
But we love it. You have to love it. It has to be a passion, or it's like, why are we doing this? But see, on top of it, a lot of people don't know this, but on top of it, the actual interface for the database and the web page and all that, I wrote all that stuff. So I'll be in there like looking at the page. I'll be, it'd be kind of cool if you showed this, and then I'm like 2 days of programming, and like I'm not getting data put in, So
that's incredible.
You sound a lot like Kenny is with the thumbnails.
Don't bring that up again. Don't you go bringing those things up again.
That's what you sound like.
The bane of my existence, making thumbnails. Son of a...
But you do it so well.
But that's amazing that you so you code everything for your own website.
Oh yeah.
That is amazing.
That's bananas.
Yeah. My first degree that I got I was working towards was in programming. And then I kind of lucked out and got the job working for the regional data center for the schools as a programmer. So I dropped out of college. I'm like, why? This is what I'm going to school for. I got the job. Why am I going to finish my degree?
Right.
So it took me 21 years to get my degree. Because once we got married, I went back and got my degree in internet marketing. I'm like, why am I going to get a degree in programming? I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
I went back and took internet marketing, and that's actually what my degree is. And then I'm done. I'm stopped. Her, on the other hand, she never quits. What do you got? 2 masters?
No.
She's close to 2 masters
Impressive.
now.
Wow. You
Very
see,
impressive.
that's why
I only have one though. I only have one,
but you got enough hours. You could probably get the second.
Probably, right? I mean, you guys are amazing.
Probably.
Absolutely. A round of applause to our guests, guys.
Yeah, please.
Put applause emojis.
Yeah, applause emojis, please. They cannot hear you, but they can see the applause emojis. Thank you so much for stopping by. Panic D Paranormal History.
Thanks for having us.
Sean and Marianne and Boris are over at Panic D Paranormal History right here on YouTube. We're gonna leave links to their page and also to their website, their database. So you make sure you check those things out. They're also on Facebook and on Twitter. So
They're
please
everywhere.
social
And
support
Instagram.
Wonderful, lovely yes, and on Instagram. For sure.
No, absolutely. I just dropped their YouTube link. If you scroll up a little bit, it's there. And I'm gonna also drop right now. And I entered. It is their website, panicd.com, and you can also find all their social media links right there if you scroll all the way to the bottom. But if I were you guys, I would just get into that website, because honestly, that is a treasure trove. You guys are amazing.
Yes.
You guys have honestly been an amazing guest. Thank you so much for being with us, and you guys are welcome back anytime.
Anytime.
We love learning, and honestly, with you guys I learn a lot, so I really appreciate you guys, and I am a fan. Okay, we are fans here.
Keep up the
Thank
good
you
work.
very much.
You're a parapeeps.
That's right.
Mwah.
Parapeeps.
Love you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna let you
All right.
go so you guys can do what y'all gotta do. Love ya.
you.
And see you around, friends. Bye.
Alrighty.
Bye,
Bye.
babe.
Thanks for
Good
having
night.
us.
No
Mwah.
problem. That
Aw.
was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best part of what we do, when we could reach out and connect and have wonderful guests on and speak to the lovely people via
Yes.
Skype and also Google Hangouts. It's great, man. I love it.
And you know what I love too is being able to build that community.
Yes.
and that unity.
Indeed.
Because the thing is that we like to speak not only to fellow YouTube, of course, but we also like to speak to, our what we call the promoters, our followers, our subscribers, and that's also very interesting to do because you get to see from both sides. I mean, we've seen it from both sides in the sense that we have also been fans in the past as well, but
yes,
it's awesome, it's awesome, you guys. I want to thank all of you guys for being here and being with us here on Stereo Dread. And like I said, you guys, you can scroll up and go to their channel, and we'll also put it on social media, by the way, and I'm very glad you guys all came here to be with us. We love you. You guys are the best. Don't forget, share, because sharing is caring.
Hey, and don't forget, Panic D, Paranormal History, did an interview with us, Dezombified.
Yeah.
Make sure you go check that out.
Yeah, absolutely, you guys. So, you guys, we have come to the end of our show tonight. I know that it's, we're just coming up to the 2-hour mark. I guess we can leave the music for our friends here. Thank you very much for all of you guys being here. We can't thank you enough. Oh, you guys, baby, do you want to say anything to our beautiful peeps?
I want to say good night to Karen Suave, the Swedish mom. Good night, Puerto Rican Showcasing. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Loved having you on that time. We need to have you on again. Our guest, Panic D Paranormal History. What the hell's wrong with my mouth today? They were great. Thank you.
Philia
for gracing
also
us with your presence today. Philia Noctis, thank you, my love, for stopping by. Who else is here to say goodnight to you?
Jose, Puerto Rican.
I did say Puerto Rican.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Showcasing,
okay,
yes.
okay. Let's see. Who else stopped in today? We got...
Well, let's deal with who's here. I'll say goodnight to the remainders of who's here.
Okay.
Because to scroll up this chat is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of chat, but
So
thank you for
give us
keeping it.
a thumbs up, or you know what? Give us an avocado.
Ooh, an
I like
avocado.
avocados. Give us an avocado emoji if you're still here, so I can say goodnight to you directly.
Yeah, if we missed you, please do.
There's a lot of people that's no longer on this chat, and I just don't want to go scrolling through tons and tons and tons of messages. So give me any sort of emoji, just not the finger emoji.
Aw.
You can-
We love you too, Philia. We do. Thank you guys for being here.
Where's Creepy Clown Girl?
She
Where's
was
April
here
Bicep?
earlier.
Where is she?
I don't know where April is. I haven't seen it today, but I did see Creepy Clown Girl. She was here. Ah, the avocado.
Panic
It's
D,
so
Paranormal History. Thank you for the avocado.
cute. It's so cute.
Delicious.
Mwah. See you, Swedish
Bye,
mom.
Swedish mom. Good night.
Aw, Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican
Oh,
Showcasing, of course. Good night. Que duermas bien, mi amigo.
yes. Philia Norte gave us a cactus.
Sweet, sweet.
Buenas
Thank you.
noches, Philia. Que duermas bien.
Karen Saab says, but I'm sad now. I miss my mom already. Don't
Aw.
worry. She'll be back again. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Now that
I'm
you've
just
been,
glad you reunited with
Yeah,
her.
now that you're reunited, now you can keep seeing each other more.
Okie
that's a good
dokie.
thing.
Well, guys, that will be all for tonight. We will be back soon, we promise. Not exactly sure when. We gotta
but
get a
we'll be
schedule,
back.
but we will be back. Love you guys.
Shouts out to Dark Waters.
Oh,
Shouts out
yes.
to Swamp Dweller.
Auntie
Auntie
Creeps, she was here
Creeps.
today.
Slumber Reads.
And Timey lives.
Tiny Lives. Red Kryptonite. Nee Gore.
Mhm.
Hongo Johnny. Shouts out to all these people.
Nefarious TV.
Nefarious
You
TV.
guys, we did mention those guys who were not here tonight. If you can, let them know we were talking smack about. Love you guys, and as always, these zombie friends, watch your six.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where are you at when I'm like sitting on the couch like I'm done. I'm done with YouTube. I'm done with this. Which is like every night.
Just need to record it and play it back. Just bingo.
We're actually coming